And just like that, you can now play Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on iPhone and other iOS devices. So what's up, Waluigi? Trent from Trentendo. Today we're talking about what is going on with this new app that just dropped on the Apple App Store, what it is, what you can do with it, and what this means for Nintendo and for Apple going forward as we now enter this strange world where emulators are allowed on the App Store. So before we hop into all this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video so you guys are kept up to date with everything going on here at Trentendo. Let's see if we can get to 3,000 subscribers. We're so close. So hit that subscribe button, really does help, and let's hop right in. So we're gonna head on over here to this, to the App Store. So we have this new app, iGBA, the GBA and Game Boy Color Retro Emulator. So with this new emulator, and you're going to be able to play your Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games on iOS devices, whether that be an iPhone, an iPad, whatever the case is. And it's just barely hit the App Store a couple of days ago. This is, it's trending pretty high on the App Store as well, and I mean, it makes sense that we haven't had any of these on iPhone. In particular, you've been able to kind of do this kind of stuff on Androids for a long time. But as far as having something on the actual App Store without having to like jailbreak your iPod, or I guess I'm dating myself, I had an iTouch or your iPhone, whatever the case is, you can now just download this app and you're actually able to just, I think this picture, I can't pull it up, but this picture is essentially just showing you can load in your ROMs. So if you have your ROMs in your file folder on your iPhone or your iPad, whatever it is, you can select it, load it up, and you're off you go with this new app. There's a couple of caveats. This version is free. This is a free iPhone app. It does have ads, so that is one thing on here. As you're kind of surfing your games and whatnot, you're going to have ads. It's also going down here. It also can track you. So personally, I don't know if I'm going to be getting this right away. I think there's a lot of other ways to play Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games that is just as easy, and I don't have to worry about ads or tracking. But it is notable that this is the very first. Now, another thing to note is that this seems to be stolen work. So apparently this version, iGBA, is actually a ripoff of this app right here, GBA for iOS. The developer for this came out and said, this is a ripoff of us. They've thrown on ads and tracking on top of it and published it on the App Store. So we're gonna have to kind of wait and see what happens from this. It is available right now. As the time of this recording, it's up. It's available. You can go download it. You can go to your favorite video game archive, if you will. Get the ROMs, or if you have them, upload them yourself to your files folder, and off you go. And it's just available, and it's there. It does have those caveats as well to kind of to mention. But this is probably the first of many. This is going to be, there are going to be people who test this, and I think this is, that first one is going to see what is Apple and what is Nintendo going to be okay with. There was some thought that we wouldn't be able to load ROMs from a file folder on the iPhone, so it's notable that is available right now. Whether or not that sticks around or is available on other versions of emulators that come, so we'll have to wait and see what goes with that. And then, like I said, we'll have to wait and see what Nintendo does. I'm sure the Nintendo Ninjas are already hard at work at something, and I don't think they're going to be very happy about this in particular, because, like I said, it's been on Android for a while, and I think there's a little bit, maybe with Apple, there's going to be more room to navigate, because Apple's going to, they're probably willing to work with Nintendo maybe. Nintendo's going to want to make sure that they can kind of lock things down, especially if, maybe they're saving some of these GBA games for Switch Online, things like that. So there could be some interesting implications going forward with that. And then as well with, this other developer is saying that this is their stolen work. What does Apple do with that? Because that's not cool either. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below, though. What do you guys think about this? It is notable that, like I said, this is the first time we're seeing this on Apple devices. So it's going to be interesting to see what the future holds, what the litigation may or may not be that follows with this situation. So hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video on your way out. It really does help. I appreciate it. And until next time, catch you later.